I'm Reverend Cheryl Burke, Associate Conference Minister for the Michigan Conference United Church of Christ, and this is A Faith for Thought. I don't know about you, but I have a yearning to experience God, and I think people in our churches or people who are looking for a spiritual community have a yearning for God. The psalmist puts it this way: as a deer longs for flowing streams, so my soul longs for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. There is this yearning, this sense of really wanting to experience God, not just hear about God from someone else or from Scripture even, or from our tradition. We want to experience God, and yet I'm also afraid to experience God. I don't know about you. I think it's because I know as I experience God, life changes. Think about some of the folks in the Bible. Moses at the burning bush, Elijah on Mount Horeb, running away from God, and then he hears this sound of sheer silence, as the New Revised Standard Version puts it, and then he has to go back and face those for whom he is very afraid. Ruth experiences God through Naomi, and her life is changed, and she has a new land and a new people and even a new God. Esther, through Mordecai, has to step out in courage. Isaiah in the temple, who has a sense of having unclean lips and yet being touched by God, is sent out to speak to the people. The widow Judith, Mary and the angel, Joseph in his dreams, the disciples of Jesus, Saul turning to Paul, even his name changes, Peter on the roof at Joppa. There are so many ways that God changes our lives when we come in contact with God, when we somehow experience God personally, in our dreams, through another person, in our hearts, in a sense of compassion for people that we never had before. I can't say how you might experience God. I know that I've had those moments, and I long for them again, even as I'm afraid to experience them. There is this story of an explorer who was in the Amazon and paddling the rapids and seeing amazing flowers and birds and trees and experiencing the scent of that, even the smell. All the senses were brought into that experience. And when that explorer came back to his own people, he wanted them to experience it too. And so he drew a map about how to get there. And unfortunately, the people took the map and framed it and put it up on the wall. And when they looked at it, they claimed to know and experience the Amazon, the place where he had been. I think our yearning for God is God tugging at us, saying, don't take someone else's word for it. Don't listen to somebody else's story. I want to be in touch with you. I want to connect with you directly. Don't be afraid. That's what the angels say, isn't it? Don't be afraid. May it be so for you and your church and for all those whom you love.